Hey guys, and welcome to the WWE Extreme Rules Predictions video 2017. I'm Dane448 and I'm here to tell you each and every single match and who I think is actually going to win for this pay-per-view. Right, and this is a Raw exclusive pay-per-view, and yes, I will be saying that for each and every single one that is coming out for every 2 weeks now. But I will be seeing if it's a Raw, SmackDown, or a joint pay-per-view. So that is that. Anyway, so let's go with this now, shall we? First off, we'll start with the kickoff matches. There is 2. First one is Apollo Crews versus Kalisto. Now, continuing on from where Titus O'Neil actually was beating Kalisto, and Apollo Crews, who actually lost to Kalisto, and there is a rematch happening here, so it's going to be at this pay-per-view, and to be honest with you, it's just a normal match. So who I think is actually going to win? To be honest with you, I know WWE might make Kalisto win, but who I want to win? Apollo Crews. Even though, yes, Apollo Crews has turned heel, but in all honesty, I do like the guy. I do like Apollo Crews. I think he's actually really, really mint. So, Apollo Crews for me on that one, and he's actually going to win that match. Alright, next is Goldust versus R-Truth. This all happened on the Monday night episode of Raw, where they were actually together, known as the Golden Truth, and they were actually going to go for the number 1 contender spot for the WWE Raw Tag Team Champions, because, in all fairness, they said that they actually deserve that match. Well, that they actually deserve those titles and everything. In all fairness, to be honest with you, they do. They sort of do, because they actually did work together as a team very well. But now that they've split up and Goldust has turned heel and R-Truth is a face, sorry if I'm yawning too much, who I think is actually going to win this match? Goldust. Simply because he's been in there longer and he's got the much experience in WWE, so he knows way around the ropes and everything. R-Truth, though, does have conspiracy theories from time to time, but those won't his character. But other than that, I think Goldust is actually going to win this one. So, yep, he gets my vote for that one. Sorry if I'm yawning too much. Anyway, now we got the kickoff shows out of the way, we are now going with the proper pay-per-view. And these are the proper matches. Alright, first off is a mixed tag team match. And it's Sasha Banks and Rich Swann versus Alicia Fox and Noam Dar. Noam Dar, am I pronouncing that correctly? Am I pronouncing Norman Dar? Noam Dar? Or whatever. Whatever the fuck his name is. Anyway, yep, this whole thing has just been a rivalry and it's continuing and all that. And I think Alicia Fox is I'm getting jealous of Sasha Banks and everything and all that. So they decided to team up with 2 cruiserweights, who I think is actually going to win this match. Sasha Banks and Rich Swann. Because I think them two can actually work together as a proper team. So yeah, So Sasha Banks and Rich Swann, get my vote for this one. Next is the Cruiserweight Championship match, but it's a submission match, and it's Neville, who is the champion, versus Austin Aries. Now, this is the third time that they've faced each other. 3 pay-per-views. WrestleMania 33, Neville retained it. Payback, Neville retained it. Now, it's going to be at Extreme Rules. And it's a submission match. So basically, if you don't know what your submission match is, if you don't know what the submission match is, it's the match where you can only do submissions only, and you have to make your opponent submit. You have to make your opponent tap out. There's no pinfalls, no count outs, and there's no disqualifications. The only way to do it is by in the middle of the ring and getting them to submit. No, I'm still going to say Austin Aries on this one, because I've still got faith in the guy to actually get the title from him. But if Neville somehow does retain this title, then I don't think Austin Aries has got another chance at the title. And this rivalry's been going on for like months now. Actually, yeah, it's been going on for months. So yeah, I'm just gonna say Austin Aries again. Don't get me wrong, Neville's a great wrestler, but I still think Austin Aries is actually gonna win it. Alright, next is a tag team championship match, but it's the Raw tag team championship match, but it's a steel cage match, and it's the Hardy Boys versus Sheamus and Cesaro. Even though Cesaro comes out first and then Sheamus comes out afterwards, it makes sense. Who I think is actually going to win this match? The Hardy Boys. The Hardy Boys are going to retain it. I can just see WWE keeping the Hardy Boys as champions until I think SummerSlam, and then I think the titles are actually going to change hands there. It won't happen on the next Raw pay-per-view, so it might happen at the SummerSlam, so it might happen at the joint one. But that is that. I'm saying the Hardy Boys are going to retain it. Sheamus and Cesaro are a great tag team together. They are really great, and they've turned heel, which is actually, in all honesty, they didn't need to turn heel, but they're still great as a tag team. I still really love them. But the Hardy Boys are eventually going to retain it. Next up is the Intercontinental Championship, which is no champion's advantage. So which means Dean Ambrose is pretty much screwed in this match. So it's Dean Ambrose, who is the champion, versus The Miz. Now, this is no championship's advantage, which means Kurt Angle has made a ridiculous stipulation to it. Or it could either be The Miz or the Dean Ambrose, because they were co-managers together. But I think it's Kurt Angle that's actually doing this one right now. So which basically means if Dean Ambrose gets disqualified or counted out in this match, he will lose the Intercontinental title and it will go over to The Miz. Now, no, don't make The Miz champion, because he doesn't even deserve that Intercontinental champion. The champion deserves to be around the waist of somebody who's worthy of it. Dean Ambrose is worthy of it, but I think somebody else could be a lot more better than The Miz, and that they could go after that title. But just not The Miz. No. The Miz is not worthy of that title. So, we're not having him for that. So yeah, you can already tell who my prediction's actually going to be on. Dean Ambrose. But I just know WWE is actually going to make The Miz the champion again. So we can have just all of this just bullshit like anything about everything. So yeah, it's going to be bullshit. So yeah, The Miz is champion. We're going to have all of him in this bullshit. Great job, WWE. Great job. Just like you did with the jobber, freaking Jinder Mahal. But we'll get to that. At Money in the Bank. The next SmackDown pay-per-view. Anyway. Right. Yep, Dean Ambrose, I'm actually going to retain. Is actually going to retain it. So, next one is the Raw Women's Championship. But it's a kendo on a stick match. No. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Kendo stick on a pole match. Now, this, in case if you don't know what this type of match is, to be honest with you, there's a kendo stick on a pole. Whoever gets a kendo stick can use it against their opponent. It's like the same with them. I'm going way back now. Now when Finlay had that shillelagh, obviously enough, there was a shillelagh on a pole match. But I don't think that actually got voted in because I think it was on Cyber Sunday or something like that. But guess what? It was used anyway. It was used. The shillelagh was used. And this is for the Raw Women's Championship. And I don't see why this person actually got the championship in the first place, because she had just came to Raw and she only got one match and she qualified for it. No, my own opinion, it doesn't work like that. If I was in charge, it wouldn't work like that. Basically, what you would do is you would do exactly the same as what Raw did with the Universal Championship. You put a tournament out there leading up to that match, leading up to the pay-per-view, and make the final at the pay-per-view. Whoever wins in that final goes straight for the Raw Women's Championship. That will happen on the same pay-per-view. Then it would be great. It would be great. It worked out for Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. It worked for them, didn't it? But anyway, Alexa Bliss, the champion, versus Bayley. You know who I actually want to win this match? I want Bayley to win because I cannot fucking stand Alexa Bliss. I can't stand her, to be honest with you. So, Bayley is actually going to win it. And then, maybe, if Bayley wins, maybe we can say the rivalry that we want to happen. Bayley the champion versus Sasha Banks. We never got it WWE. We only got it in NXT. But we never got it here when she had the Raw Women's Champion. When she had the Raw Women's title. We never got it. So, well, we did, but it was a non-title match. So, but maybe we'll see it for the title. And then I would love for that to happen. Alright, now, this is the big one. This is the big one that's happening. Because we never got a Universal title match at Payback. But now we are getting a number one contenders match for the Universal title, which is going to be at the next Raw pay-per-view. Great Balls of Fire. Pathetic name. It's just rubbish. We need to bring back the old pay-per-views. WWE, bring back the old pay-per-views. Where's Judgment Day? Where's Vengeance? Where's all those great pay-per-views that we never got to see again? Anyway, it is a fatal 5-way match. But it's an Extreme Rules fatal 5-way match. For the first time ever. So we're going to have that. Well. And it is Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt versus Samoa Joe. Now, there are because well, the reason why this match actually is happening for is because Braun Strowman was going to be targeting the Universal Champion Brock Lesnar, but until Roman Reigns knocked up his arm, so he will be out for a good 6 months or so, like that. So he's going to be out for those. Probably he'll be out until SummerSlam, and then he'll want to get revenge against Roman Reigns. So we'll just let that one happen. Anyway, who I think has the potential of winning this match, I've got 3 candidates, but I can only choose one. I've got 3. Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt, and Samoa Joe. The other 2 I can see might not have potential because, well, look at their title reigns, self-explanatory. Roman Reigns, I'm not going to vote for him because he doesn't have the potential. Well, just look at his title reign. Didn't even last. And a lot of people boo him and everything, so he won't get respect on that one. Seth Rollins, I'm going to go with him. I'm not going to vote for him because of his title run, because he was with the Authority, and I hated him when he was with the Authority. But now that he's turned against the Authority, and he is now a lot more better. Yeah, he's doing good for himself, but still, I don't think he's actually going to win this match. Finn Balor is my first choice because he was the first Universal Champion. Yep, first Universal Champion. Technically, he never lost it because he had to surrender it due to a shoulder injury. So that's that. Bray Wyatt, yes, as WWE champion at first, and when he had that title, it only lasted for like just over a month, and well, he could have done so much with that title, and plus he would have been a great champion then as well. Well, a fantastic champion. And a third choice, in my opinion, Samoa Joe, because Samoa Joe is known as I think he's known as a destroyer, but other than that, Samoa Joe could have potential of facing Brock Lesnar, but in fairness, I actually want Finn Balor to go against Brock Lesnar. The reason why I want Finn Balor to go against Brock Lesnar for is because well, Paul Heyman came out and paid his respects to Finn Balor and everything, and to have Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar's advocate, to come out and say that Finn Balor is actually a great wrestler. But although saying that, Finn Balor, like, being the guy that he is, said, you know what, Paul, you can tell Brock Lesnar that I'm coming for him, and I'm going to win that fatal 5-way match. and I am going to go on and face Brock Lesnar and get my title back that I never lost. That's one way to say things to Paul Heyman. Now, obviously enough, yeah, Finn Balor, let's go for it. I want Finn Balor to actually win that Fatal 5-Way Extreme Rules match and go on and face Brock Lesnar and get his title back that he never lost. So yeah, Finn Balor, go for it. The Demon King is actually going to win the Fatal 5-Way match and go on to the next pay-per-view and get his title back that he never lost. It would actually be interesting to see that. Well, I would just like to say sorry for the other two, that them I actually was on the list, but unfortunately enough, the other two could put on interesting matches against them Brock Lesnar, but nah, Finn Balor is my choice. So, you go for it, Demon King. You go for it. Alright, so that has been the WWE Extreme Rules predictions video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Like, who do you think is going to win each and every single match? Like, it could be, you could vote for somebody like I didn't even pick. Or, like, yeah, go figure, just do that. Anyway, peace!